But it seems that after the 2023 election, especially, there was this hype that election results were going to transmit it live in real time to the INEC viewing portal, where as it's dropping, people will be viewing it and that. But today, INEC didn't tell us what happened to it. They just say glitch. Glitch is a blanket term for kind of malfunctioning and malfunctioning that might have happened on the portal. But today, nothing. So now people feel that, and again, what people see in the field, the judiciary is not able to resolve it. When people witness blatant, broad day electoral robbery, and even the robber can brazenly, with unbridled impunity, say go to court, it means that he knows that not even the court will bring him to book, bring him or her to book. So how do you, so in that kind of scenario, when people are going for election, naturally it will be a do or die affair. Naturally it will be a do or die affair. So the tension you are seeing in our system, you see, we have what we call the Democratic Institute. It's what they call, even the United Nations this thing on election, they have what they call the guiding principles for election integrity. Guiding principles for election integrity and resolving of election disputes. If you go through those guiding, the United Nations, the global benchmark for electoral integrity, and you see what is happening in Nigeria, of course you will clearly understand why our elections are what they are. So because when the people think that there is the chances of winning fairly, the chances of free, fair and credible election are slim. And the chances of bringing corporates to book, it's like it's very, very slim. So what are you going to see? It looks like when we're going to election, we're degenerating to the Hobbesian man and in this brutish state of nature.
All right, I've thanks for your contributions there. We'll take just two more. We'll have this social story that says, federal government places 7-year embargo on new tertiary institutions. And that means for the next 7 years, there will be no, you won't open anything because already we have quite an avalanche of institutions whereby a school, for example, that has a staff strength of 1,200 with only 800 students. Probably because of the everyday opening of private schools and all of that. Do you think this is actually good for our system?
What?
Forward?
I had opportunity of having a training in my life journey. I have opportunity of being trained as a teacher, professional. So I can speak to issue of education and what should be expected of the education sector of a nation. I think it was Nelson Mandela said that you don't need bombs and missiles to destroy any nation. Once you destroy the educational sector, everything is just like a domino game. When you strike the head, every other thing will collapse in succession. Nigeria, I have said it on this sect severally, that we are not building a nation. We are just scrambling for what is available, the Commonwealth. We are just scrambling for our share of the Commonwealth. If we are building a nation, the starting point is education. I saw one of the headlines that the president wants to inaugurate the first ever national manpower planning policy. You see, because in my study of comparative development, I particularly was meant to write a term paper on Japan. So that gave me a clue.
Opportunity.
That gave me opportunity to study how Japan came to where they are, right from what they call the Meiji Restoration. So, and if you follow it and see what the pattern, the route other countries followed, then you cannot but come to align with my position that we are not building a nation. Because the education is the platform that builds every other thing. Because that is why no nation can grow beyond its educational system. Because it is the educational system that produces your manpower, that fuels every other sector of the economy. Now, let's speak to the issue of ban on the further universities. I would have, if I were to be in the position, what I will recommend or what I would go for is more stringent requirements. More stringent requirements that such benchmark that we make only where that approval will only be given when there is what we call an overriding necessity. That establishment of university should not just be a trophy. That I did my time I established this university. It should not stop and not just be a fact. But because within our Nigerian education manpower development roadmap, there is a vacuum to be filled. There is a vacuum to be filled. I was listening to, and we need to, I think they need to have experts driving this process. I was listening to a panel discussion at what is that event again? And somebody was saying that NEL Fund, the Nigerian Student Loan Fund, Education Loan Fund, should be directed solely to STEM education. And he received thunderous applause for saying, what is STEM? Science, tech, mathematics, and engineering education. So, are you telling me that only tech professionals are going to be our broadcasters? So we will not have broadcasters again? Are you telling me that it only tech engineering that would be our ambassadors? Or would we have ambassadors again? Are you telling me that institutions like Harvard that focus so much on liberal education, liberal arts, social science education, that they don't know what they're doing? They should be. So you see. So when we come on public platform to make certain statements and pursue certain narratives, we should, and people will just upload. It poses whom we are. That we are not really content driven. We just go by appearance. So there may be places in this country. There may be places in this country, like states, and they may even need to, by sort of necessity, they may need a university at the moment. But you have given a blanket ban because of whatever reason you have given. So I will think that instead of outright ban, there should be some level of stringent measures to make sure that it is only those that like they're supposed to even do an audit of the proliferated universities. For example, if you ask me, like Delta State, for example, I think we have we have 4 state universities. Now, if by financial standard we have the current capacity, there's no problem. But these 4 universities, they should be meant to focus on different areas, so that we have optimal. There are so many new emerging specialities to be covered. One could be directed at agriculture and
that tech.
We are a littoral state. One could be directed at maritime and focusing on producing serious manpower for the blue economy, because we have oil and gas, so we could diversify in such a way. It's not the 4 universities are doing business administration, are doing accounting, there should be a kind of specialty division of labor, because so that we'll be able to cover wide spectrum of specialties to the benefit of our people. So I think the NUC, those are the kind of things they should be doing, helping to chart the policy trajectory, coming up with different areas of specialties, because we have population. We need to give our people. There is I have not. When I read about the Royal Academy of Music, where people like Fela Kuti trained in England, we don't have such in Nigeria. And again, we need to have specialty institutions. All of them must not be degree awarding, because university moves more towards academics. University move more towards academics. We need the emphasis. Yes, academics is good, but we need even practicing entertainment talent, music. They need to go straight to the academy, where they will learn hands-on art and design. Even this tech we are talking about. If you look at what Aptech, what they call the Oracle, what they do, the training they give is not towards academic qualification. It is hands-on, to move you straight to practical practitioners. So I think that is the direction we should be going.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bonny, for actually bringing us up to speed on what the papers are saying today. We appreciate you coming, and
thank you.
We do hope that we'll call you again by next week. We'll also be looking at other areas. Probably, I'm sure a new space would have been on by next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll take a break now, and when we come back, to be another spot on Morning Ride. Don't go away. man of many parts. And for somebody to have the royal blood flowing in his veins, a man who has traveled the length and breadth of the world. And today he says, East or West, home is the best for me. I think I need to give kudos to him because he's actually done so well as far as discovery by humans and just mention it. Prince Ben Okoli to the main house this morning. Prince, I welcome you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, when you see Prince, you begin to wonder where he has all the resilience and energy to do what he does. If there's anything more than 24 hours a day, I think Prince will go for it because he's tested, trusted, and reliable. So Prince, I welcome you one more time to the studio this morning.
Yeah.
I will be looking at meaningful engaging of our youths for a better society. That's going to be our topic for today. They say the youth of today are leaders of tomorrow, and that if you build the youth, you build the nation.
Of course.
Yeah, so I want you to just speak to this conversation before we go to other issues of the present century.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. It's important we talk about the engagement because if you watch, crime is committed by youth. But if you engage them, they will be busy with what they are doing. And engaging them, you see that we have a lot of talent, we have a lot of youth and ideas. They have different ideas. And I keep telling people, there's this, God creates you, you have a purpose in life. So if you like empowerment, yes, we'll do a lot of empowerment in Nigeria. We empower the youth, you say, okay, go to tailoring, you say, okay, barbering salon, this. At the end, you bring out these programs, and you don't put talent in it, like the music, like the dancers. Some of these people, some of these youth, if you don't put their program in what you're doing, you see that at the end, it makes your program not too perfect. Because if you tell some boys that are into music to go and do barbing salon or to go and do tiling, and in their mind they believe in doing music, immediately you train them, give them starter pack. I promise you, either they sell it or they dump it. And if they force themselves to do tiling, they won't do well. Yes, 80% will not do well, but 20% might manage just because they needed to work and make money. So it's also good to engage the youth or encourage them to see what talent do you have. Let's see how we can do that. That's why recently I started what I call 3 minutes on stage. Yeah, 3 minutes on stage, empowering talent. I don't have all the resources to empower talent, but I tell you, I am encouraging them. I am reaching out to some businessmen. I'm reaching out to some government people to just say, okay, let's see how we can help these youth. Yeah, you see the dancers, you see the comedians. Yeah, like now, comedy skits is even giving some people money. Yeah, and you see everybody now. Most people on their phone today, they are not making money, but they are also helping people to make money. Share and like, you see. So most of them watching skits, they are still helping them. They are encouraging them. So even the 2 minutes, 3 minutes on stage, I said, 3 minutes you can do something with your talent. Yeah. So it's also good we channel some effort to that talent. It's good you ask people what, or you discover. Yeah, discovery is important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just that, like you did say, this your venture now, 3 minutes
On stage,
on stage.
empowering talent.
Yeah, reminds me of this skill that says America got talent,
Yeah.
Nigeria's got talent,
Yeah.
Delta's got talent.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you are cooking in this very just now, as per, explosion and exposing this young talent into becoming the Davidos of tomorrow?
Yeah, I just said it. That's why I introduced 3 minutes on stage, so that will help me. Okay, I did the last one just last month, 20th of July. Yeah, so I did that one. That was my first edition, and I gave them 20,000, the winner. Even I had to also put in, just for like a side attraction, eating competition. Yeah, 2-3 boys came to eat, and you see them eating food. First of all, they actually registered for that eating competition, not because some of them told me, "Okay, not because I want to win, but I want to eat food." Yeah. So that's the side attraction. So, but now the artists, most of them are doing well, and I'm encouraging them. It's not all about doing my show. After my show, I follow up. I do follow up. I've been checking up on them. I've been looking out for shows where they can perform, because one thing is to showcase them too. Because when I met Basketmouth one year, like 12 years ago, he told me that some shows, he will go there and be begging them to, "Oh, please, can I come? I want to perform." Sometimes too, he will trek. He will walk for like 30 minutes because he might not have money. So, you see, most of these things, we need to bring them. And if you watch youth of these days, they are not tough. People like us, we were trained to be tough. Yeah, we were trained. That's why you see me, I do whatever I do, and I don't have any panic. Yeah, because I was trained to be tough. Yes, life is very hard, but you have to face it. So we are cooking up 3 minutes on stage, empowering talent, and I bet you we've been getting the youth.
Okay. Yeah. So quickly, I know the state government that's under the more agenda of Right Honorable Sheriff has a pool where they develop talent. Did you have any working synergy with that pool, where talents from your own events are sent to that pool for higher uplifting?
Okay, like I told you, my first edition, and before I venture into anything, I first of all asked myself a question. I said, "Do you have some funds to throw around?" Because it's not just business; it's all about me to help people also. So before meeting government, I try to do 1, 2, 3 editions. Yes, because I am not coming to beg government that, "Oh, please, oh." At the end, I may be passing through a process, because it's also process before you get anything approved. So before the whole thing, I know I will get government involved in it. So, but I'm trying my best first, because it's also what you can help government to do, not just what government can also give to you. If I do it the way I'm doing it, and government likes what I'm doing, of course they will like it.
That's correct.
Because I am also helping the government.
That's correct.
Yeah, so the pool, we're going to meet them, but not immediately.
Okay.
I'm cooking up a lot of things so that when I get to them, they will buy the idea.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. I know we have in the studio young talented gentlemen
Yeah.
who are under your label,
Yeah.
because they need to also have somebody that can also push them. So can we meet this your young talented upcoming?
Yeah, upcoming.
Yeah.
I like that.
Upcoming because the likes of Bola Boy,
Yeah.
the likes of Tony Tetila, the likes of Eddie Remedies, the likes of Davido,
Yeah.
also started as upcoming, and today they are highly celebrated. So we would like us to, the cameras should just spread to this.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said when we were coming, I told them, I said, you guys should take pictures. 10 years, you should be able to say, yes, we started from here.
That's good.
Yeah, so he's,
Efaninjo Praise.
okay.
Afanjo what?
Efaninjo Praise.
F-Anijo.
Efaninjo
Praise.
is an Eka.
Okay, F-Anijo.
Yeah.
Okay, that reminds me of this very great Ika musician.
Yeah, Wizboy.
No, not this one. This guy, Tom Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Yeah, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and you?
Freeborn Moses. Or Efaninjo Freeborn.
And
No, just look at them.
Efaninjo Freeborn.
are both of you brothers?
Yeah.
The same father, the same,
Yes, sir.
but not the same mother.
The same mother, sir.
I think that one is fair, one is back.
It's my immediate
Probably one of your father is fair, your mother is that, or something.
Yes, my father is back and my mother is fair.
Okay, so you took over mommy and you took over F and your brothers. I think I rather want to address you as that. Let me just have what actually motivated you to music?
Like, I was growing up as a young boy because my parents, they were going to farm and things were not right with us. Like, my dad was a pastor and when we come back from church, we go to the farm, from the farm to join. In the church, we were singing, doing other things. So when I saw Davido, Whiskey doing them, I said, I can do this. I believe it. And then, like back then, I sang one song, Baby Okuku, something like that. I will be singing and my friends will be laughing at me. One of my friends say, what are you singing? Which one is Baby Okuku, Baby Okuku? Then singing, I've been trying to make efforts, small, before until 2023 when we came to Asaba. Then from here, we called our producer first, we recorded our first song. But the first song was with a friend, because the friend actually him have already started music already, so
To take them.
Yeah, I'm looking for them. Yeah, to see how we can expose them, to see how we can catch them young. So it's not restricted to only music. Yeah, so that's it.
So FM and Joe, am I right?
Efaninjo.
FM Ninja, do you know what that means?
No.
It's just like me. I like that name. You don't want to allow people suffer. Everybody come to you, oh please, can I have this? You do. Even when people offend you, you still can't let some things go. You want to help everybody. That's the deep meaning. F1 enjoy. Yeah, it has a deep meaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would allow you to sing for me now before you go. But before that, you say you are just looking for young talent because I just sat down some days ago. I was asking myself that I want to go and do music.
Oh, no, not. I don't want your.
Not at
No.
That's not underestimate me.
And I won't, but there are things you venture. I will tell you what you venture into much later.
Okay.
And I'm for the youth for now. I'm not for the elderly like you.
Okay, family, let me just fill your pulse now. Just do a start your music for me. I know we'll still be inviting you again because we will give you all the best, supporting your enterprise sincerely, because I think that is why we're here, to actually encourage you, support you. But know that when you grow tomorrow like Flavour, because I remember Flavour started his musical career one of those years from DBS on one of our Star Trek show. Then it was just like you. I can remember one of our Star Trek shows. But today, you can't even come to DBS to say, I debuted here at the point and all of that. Well, I still give you that benefit. Probably, like you said, you will get rid of the shoes.
Sure. Okay, so the two of you can perform. Yeah, freestyle.
Do a freestyle for me.
Hope you don't mind me singing with my language.
No. Express yourself.
Nani kineje, one okwero, ebang enode, to make what bahero. Anything you do, make sure party go. Obodebo no be for choice. Make sure bring something back to the table. Show your doings, no be cho. Give them a tear. Show your doings, no be cho. Adam Azu join. Show your doings, no be cho. The money too long. Show your doings, no be cho. Allah independent. Anytime fall in the club, they go off for the light cause me I'm reckless. I came with a briefcase with dollar and pounds. Me na bad man, and now we they run the town. Go ask about us. Their mentor na madman. The silver dinero, now we they run this town. See, I be their boss, yeah. Melody sweet, and I get time. Bundle of cash, I dey spray. We dey head to the top, come on no stop. Show your doings, no be cho. Give them a tear. Show your doings, no be cho. Adam Azu join. Show your doings, no be cho. The money too long. Show your doings, no be cho. Allah, I get time before. No be property. Go hustle for life. Make out a way. I was once a broke boy from the streets. I make out my way. I follow the rules and I play by the game. Big name, the silver dinero. Now we the mountain. Show your doings, no be cho. We stay out as cho.
Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen. I actually see the stars, the starting point, And you are lucky to have been brought in by your brother, except you were more like the talent was there, but
yeah.
And I also see that going in you. I wish you all the best.
And also you show your doings, not be cho. If you say you want to go into music, I want to see the doings. Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a break now. We'll be speaking with Prince Ben Obi Okoli, the serial entrepreneur, publisher, and of course, great event manager. Thank you so much, Prince, for coming. We will hope to invite you again to come and talk more. We appreciate what you're doing as well as engaging the youths for a better society. And so to my upcoming great Joe brothers, I'm sure you have a stage name.
Yes.
What's the stage name? Dinero.
Big Iron Deceiver.
Big Iron Deceiver. Thank you so much for coming. We'll do a follow-up on you guys. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much. Thank you for what you're doing, and keep doing it. Yeah.
Mobi cho cho cho.
Mobi cho cho cho.
Mobi cho cho cho. All right, Vivian Ikechika is always, I'm sure she wants to retire being a musical producer as well. But I must also give it to her because she's been there also wanting to encourage young artists.
Yeah.
It's in our training, to always see that we allow those who definitely will run the world have a space in all that we do. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we should be having our closing formalities. Stay with us, Morning Ride. Welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, it's Monday's edition of a Top Flight television program, Morning Ride. And on Morning Ride, we actually look at issues that are topical. And just before we ended our last conversation, it was all over the air that the Emerson Gate issue had been finally brought to rest. And a couple of us actually had this very soft spot for the girl, because I think at the point I was looking at the high and the low that for her case, she was more on the low. But thank God that Nigerians actually rose up to authority to say it's a no-no, and of course we need to, justice has to be made for this innocent lady, who we also never heard her own point of the story, and eventually justice came. And so I want us to actually listen to our discourse on that component, and joining me to speak to the topic, I have one of Nigeria's best, if you ask me, a justice promoter, somebody who will actually fight for the rights of gender. I'd like to welcome to the studio Comrade Sonia Unubonjo, chairperson, the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, NAWAJ, Delta State Chapter. My chairperson, I welcome you again.
Good morning, dear.
It's been, I actually saw you in 10 minutes, and under 10 minutes, you are here to grant me this very, very important discourse.
Comrade Tano,
Thank you
it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
I appreciate you recognizing me too. So I am pleased to identify with you anytime, any day.
Thank you
Though
so
it's
much.
short time, but
very,
it's okay,
very short. Very, very short.
It's okay right now.
Very, very short. And so far, so good. First of all, I'd like to start by saying that, yes, under your watch as the chairperson of NAWAJ Delta State Council, it's been tops. Just recently, the Warri chapter of NUJ opened an edifice that I began to imagine. It's like the journalists are really moving with the speed of light. So how far have you felt so far as you have been leading your female journalists moving forward?
It's been a wonderful time, but lovely, enjoyable. Though not too good due to the economy, but we're not doing bad. And speaking about the Warri correspondence, it's beautiful arena today, you see that journalists, to an extent, were having a place in the society. It was actually built by Tantita Securities, and High Chief Ibomukolo has been doing very, very well. Government Ibomukolo has been very media friendly, I would say.
Okay.
It's not just the Warri correspondents, even at the national level, they have been very supportive to the Nigerian Union of Journalists.
Okay.
So we want such opportunities, privileges for our members. Recently at the national level, where we had the NEJ NEC meeting, National Executive Council meeting, the union is looking at welfare of journalists. And at this time, they are looking at insurance. So we are waking up the leadership who is less than a year in office, in the tenure. They're actually looking at some areas where we have been lagging. So just do a boost. And it boils down to state level as well as chapel level. So the NUJ is good. Now watch, we are coming up, we are members of the NUJ, just the women wing. And we stand for women. We always stand up for women and children, particularly the girl child. So, talking about our sister, as an activist, I'll call it an injustice. Merited on her. Like you observed, she was not even given just a minute to explain herself. All we hear is Ibom Air, she harassed. Who videoed that stuff? Who circulated it? It's almost like a deliberate attempt. Though the case will say it has been laid to rest, but let's look at it holistically. And who, in the first place, were involved? Women. She was not speaking rightly to the air hostess. Agreed. The woman called the male to rescue her at the detriment of her fellow woman. How can you expose the bat? It's almost like free for all.
Yes.
That was not what she was putting on. At the time, the videos that were circulated, if not that Nigerians rose up to read, you just found out that the first video I got was, see how a lady humiliated herself because she was speaking rudely. And what did I see? Where they tore her clothes. And I asked myself, I said, how did she get to this extent or level? Why did she allow it? But with time, we saw that it did not start from there. It was from off your phone, from what we gathered. Switch off your phone. She said it's on airplane mode. And please, for crying out loud, the producers of mobile phone actually made one of the accessories airplane mode, which means your phone can be on while you are in the aircraft. If it's on airplane mode, you can do other things with it. There's no network. So if she says, according to the stories, that it was on airplane mode, why the show? Why was it that quick to embarrass her? As if that's not enough, remind her. Why? It's injustice to women. And most times you just see women leading the way. Women creating that opportunity for others to humiliate their fellow women. It is wrong, and it is wrong.
Yes, okay. What a good way to start, because I was almost saying that the women, it's like, I don't know what to say. This is the pull her down phenomenon that it's, I don't really know the word to use, but for me,
They call it PhD.
yes, PhD, beautiful, which wasn't a very good way to have handled that situation, because before we got to that point where they only showed us where she pushed the air hostess. And by the time, but by the time we got deeper, We saw her pointing to her hair. And the question is, why was she not pointing to her hair? An action must have also taken place for her to say, okay, my hair. But the aviation people didn't give us that scenario. And the next thing was, they banned her for life and took her to court immediately.
I'm sure Ibom Air, as an entity, may want to protect its own side of the story. Because if we look at it carefully, let's just sit back. It could be anybody. First, like I said, how did she allow it to get to that extent? Because if I were in her shoes, not to create any scene, I just switch off my phone. It's a local flight. 45 minutes, 1 hour, you are
You are
down
there.
and you just leave the place. But I think even if she breached protocol or rules and regulations, you have reported her to the security. Why not wait? She must alight from that plane. There's no two ways about it. Why not wait? Allow the security agents do their job. She must come down. And for me, we've seen some of these things. It's not in Nigeria alone that you've had passengers having issues with either the airline operators or whatever. But there's a polite way to do that. It started from somewhere. Before you see somebody that was well kitted, enter the plane, well dressed, then the next you see when the plane landed, the person is coming out with almost naked.
Yes.
It's somehow, we should look at it. She may be rude if they say so, but there are other better ways to usher her out of that place. If the security, you know one beautiful thing about us, especially in Nigeria here, if you see a uniformed man, maybe an army, you start explaining. He has not said anything, but you started explaining. Why? You know that this man is a security agent. So if somebody comes in with on uniform, you see that she will try to first explain herself. They will ask her. She will politely follow that person down from that aircraft, but not pulling her. The next thing, there was no wig. You see her trying to what did I? Well, you just selected that place, edited the video, and circulate. It's just too deliberate by anybody that did such. So there you say she's free. How free is she? Our privacy is in fact, it's on the net. And like I got an advice sometime when I was contesting for my position. I met an elder statesman in government then. That was the first time I met him. He said, "My dear, I like you. You look gentle, but let me give you one candid advice." He said, "Don't do anything against anybody on the internet. And don't do anything that will make somebody do something against you on the internet, because the internet never forgets." You sit back, you just see one day, you see Facebook, remember 15 years ago. You see your picture, sometimes you smile, you say, I was looking funny then, but I thank God I'm improved. So whatever happened, as far as social media, the internet is concerned, it will prop up one day. And what will you see? The nakedness of Comfort Emerson? That's bad. Even when you struggle to pull it down, it can also be retrieved or recovered.
That's true.
The embarrassment is just too much, whatever the offense may be. It would have been better that there's a circulation that she was handcuffed out of that place. Then we say she committed a crime, or she was behaving unruly, or she was rude, but not so naked. That's too expensive as a punishment for anybody.
That was really too expensive. But over in the period of the process, we later saw some of our photo shoots too that were not too. It was almost like I don't understand as well.
I'm a member of the Nigeria Union of Journalists.
Yes.
And by the grace of God, I've taken my time to study our constitution. There is a phrase that when I saw it, I underlined it. I took time to look at it, left, right, center. Why am I saying that? Regardless, this is our country. We have a constitution. I've not seen a Nigeria constitution where they say because you dress the way you want to dress, people should start emulating you, and what they imagine that you are post, that you did the post. Maybe she's the type that likes exposing her chest or whatever. She did it on her own. She did not ask you now to come help me tear my clothes so that I will still be the way I used to be.
That's correct.
That's her privacy. So they should have respected that. You see, if she had displayed her body, she did it on her own. And that's what she wants to do at that time. Not where she does not want to do it. Because she has exposed her chest before, or her thighs. Is that enough for you to tear her clothes? They may have seen her in the aircraft, like, is this not that girl that used to expose herself? Just leave her. That's her for that moment. That is her privacy. Let her be. It's not enough to start circulating other videos or pictures of her. Please, it is not.
Yes, because our pictures actually went into circulation, and I don't know what whoever did that circulation wanted to achieve.
That's why I said it was deliberate. First, to circulate that video where her clothes was torn.
Yeah.
It was too deliberate. The aircraft should find out, in fact, what I think should be done, but since we've allowed the case to rest, if not, we would have done more investigations. Those investigations would take us to what was actually behind the whole stuff. Somebody was quick to circulate. She was quick to be remanded. Why?
Yeah. And she was charged to court immediately.
Why?
Under 24
Just,
hours.
yes. It happened on Sunday. By Monday, she was already remanded to prison.
Yes.
Krikri for that matter. And you see, when they say somebody had gone to Krikri, you just try to look at the person as ardent criminal. So that's a dent on our image.
Yeah.
Let's be fair to ourselves.
And what we saw when she was leaving the court premises yesterday, two of our siblings or friends or whatever started covering her face, and all of that. And then
It's too late.
the damage has already been
Too
done.
late.
Okay,
That's a
we now
lifetime
saw
embarrassment.
we now saw a situation where the Nigerian Bar Association, that letter was signed by their president, Mazi Osigwe, SAN, saying that yes, they were going to fight for her, and justice they have to get justice. One other person posted that, an opportunity for her to be a multi-billionaire.
It's not really the money it
Yes.
needs. And I like what the NBA has decided because, like I said, it's just too much. It's just too much. And I will tell people, no matter how angry you may be, if you walk away, it's better for you. Because sometimes you may be provoked and you do the unimaginable. Later you regret it. Just sometimes we should learn to be calming down. Just learn to do it. It saves a lot. Like they say, teaching time saves 9. Just when you see something coming, let me use the word, when you see trouble coming, close your eyes, let it pass by. It's better, it's cheaper, because what happened is too expensive for an embarrassment. If NBA will say they are taking it over, I will applaud the NBA for that. She must get justice. The plane flew and landed.
Yes.
Was there hiccup or itches? That her phone did not allow the plane to ascend or descend? No. It was a safe landing. I'm not saying that people should first violate rules and regulations when it comes to you want to board a flight and you're asked to switch off your phone. But we all know that if your phone is on flight mode, you are not receiving calls, neither are you making calls. There are some persons that likes that stuff. You take selfie, you want people to know that you're inside. We see pictures like that. Was it not through their phones that they made such pictures or videos? It's not enough to embarrass her that way. She needs justice.
She needs
Not
justice.
becoming a billionaire or millionaire. And I suspect that's why the
Minister
Ibom
for-
Line,
okay.
Ibom Airline, or so Ibom Air, was quick to cover their tracks because they made a blunder. And you see the power of social media, like I said, internet. If it were to be those days where you don't have these recordings, people will tell lies, people will frame up stories, and you see why people go to jail. Sometimes they are innocent. If not for people coming out to say, no, I was in that aircraft, I saw what happened, I listened, we witnessed, it would have been worse for that girl. That's the truth.
That's true.
I think on Facebook I saw a post by the very dark man. You know, he's almost popular like Coca-Cola in Nigeria or even abroad. He tried to do a live video, and a call came in. The person was saying that he was in that aircraft. Tried to narrate his own part of the story. So there were other passengers in that aircraft who attested to the fact that the girl did not do as worse as what she's getting. So she needs justice. That's just it.
And we've already
I
seen
will
the
stand
likes.
for that.
Yes, we've already seen the likes of Femi Falana, SAN also coming to say yes that she actually needs justice. What do you think? What extent do you think the society can go in curbing all of this for future occurrences as we wind up?
Well, if you say society, it's an individual thing. We must be disciplined, self-disciplined, obey rules and regulations, and be also polite with your actions. You want to communicate to somebody. It's a problem with us women. I will say it. A woman is talking to a woman. She's assessing her from head to toe. A woman is walking up to another woman. The one she's walking up to is looking at her like, what is she coming here to say? What's in your mind? She's a fellow woman. If she's beautiful, she's beautiful. God created her like that. Admire her with a smile. Give her compliments lovingly. Don't be surprised that what transpired was just down-looking, downsizing, or whatever that led to that blunder. So let's be ourselves, one. Let's obey rules and regulations, particularly where there are rules and regulations. It will not take you too much. If she had quietly switched off her phone, and by the time the aircraft landed, she's switching it on Snap or whatever she wants to do, it would have been okay. You want to take off, you communicate to whoever you are going to meet. If there is, I'm leaving in the next 6 hours, I'll land, or in the next 45 minutes, I'll land. It's okay, switch it off. Because sometimes these are things that are avoidable. Yes. So as a society, we should be law-abiding first. Yes. Secondly, control your anger when you interact with people, be polite, get things done softly, amicably, and I think we'll have a better society. It's give and take. It's give and take. Who is giving the rules, who is complying, it's just a two-way traffic. We should be up and doing all we do it diligently, and be responsible citizens.
Right. I'd like to thank you so much, my chairperson, Comrade Sonia Onobunjo, chairperson, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, Delta State Chapter. I thank you for bringing us up to speed and coming through on our program to actually speak on the conversation this morning. And by executive summary, justice must be done. Thank you. An activist you are indeed, fighting for your fellow women.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank you so much and wish you all the best in your future enterprise. This is where we draw the curtains today on behalf of the producer of the program, Vivian Nkechika, Alex, the man behind all of the presentation. Thank you so much for being there. And Ruba, a woman in a man's world. Thank you too for being there. We'll do it again same time tomorrow, bright and early. God bless Delta State. God bless Nigeria. My name is Ono Metano.